Euphigenia Doubtfire, dear. I specialize in the education and entertainment of 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 entertainment. Candy and the sun. Could you make me a woman? Showtime. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run daggers for you, daggers for you. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Go pump, pump, pump some neurons. I know you're used to Lucy. Dinner, dinner, dinner. Such a shun. It tastes good. Such a shun. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Surprise. Hip hop, bebop. Dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop. Doesn't mean that they don't love. Hip hop, bebop, bop, bop, bop. Dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop. Just a little bit of nicotine. The sun. Just a little bit of nicotine. Cream in your sugar now. A little bit of nicotine. Doesn't mean that they don't love you.
Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Should've never had a birthday, Dad. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run daggers for you. When I'm in charge, daggers for you. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Go pump, pump, pump some neurons. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Such a shun, such a shun. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Hip hop, bebop, dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop, doesn't mean that they don't love. Hip hop, bebop, bop, 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 dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop, bum, 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 bum. Just a little bit of nicotine. The sun. Just a little bit of nicotine. Cream in your sugar now. A little bit of nicotine. Dinner, dinner, dinner. Doesn't mean that they don't love you. Entertainment of entertainment of entertainment of entertainment. When I'm in charge. Entertainment of entertainment of entertainment of entertainment of entertainment of entertainment. Don't fuss with me. It tastes good. Dinner, dinner, dinner. It tastes good. Bum, 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 bum. Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Birthday, Dad.
I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Such a shun, such a shun. I'm in charge. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run.
Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Birthday, Dad, Dad, Dad. Birthday, Dad.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another DaraChat. My name is Dara Muth, or Dara for short, because unfortunately some people have issues with the English language, and they speak English themselves. How about that? All right. But anyway, I get to have on the man himself. They call him the Game Meister. No, I want to build you up too much. Otherwise, I'm like, oh yeah, we'll see about that, and they beat you in a game. Like, oh,
Yeah. Nah,
that's
thanks for having me, man.
you're
It's a
welcome.
pleasure to be here. Thank you for the invite.
Oh yeah, well, thank you
Um,
for coming on.
and thank you for the raid, Mr. Shorian Trucks.
Yeah, yeah,
Straight
thanks,
away.
Fred.
Come on. That's
The
very nice of
the
you.
Hungarian Hulk. All right, we already got. And now I'm going to be expecting you going like the was it the FCC or something like that, whatever it is, to go and fight now with all that kind of talk. You know, next thing you'll know, you'll call you the hunk down or something like that. But yeah, thank you for coming on. I know, like I was telling you earlier, I know that it was through Akagumo that I remember seeing you because I had him on. And it was great to have him on too. So yeah, but
Yeah, that was a
just
great stream, by the way. I enjoyed that a lot.
oh yeah. Well, it was nice to have him on.
It's nice to see people talking, outside of gaming.
Yeah,
Like they go into a little bit on their personal lives. You get to
yeah,
know them a little bit personally.
yeah.
Because I feel like when we're gaming, we're just kind of locked into the game, and it's like the interaction with the chat
Mm,
sometimes get cuts out. But
Mhm.
here now we're just talking and we're just go with
Yeah.
the flow.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's what it's always been. And Fight says so much useful lessons in making clove oil and stuff. Oh, but it was important stuff because you can use that for health benefits. All right. And it was more like I don't know if it was like an oil or something. It was very liquidy. It was more liquidy than an oil type because oil is more of a it's got a slowness to it. It's not like molasses or syrup. Probably like a warm syrup, really, is what I would go for. But it was nice having him on. But yeah, I just useful ice exactly. Look at that. Fight is already right there, right now. He's already beaten us to it.
oh yeah, I always get very valuable information from Mr. Fight Like Hell too. Like he
Yeah.
comes into my stream and he every time he says something that I'm like, man, I didn't know that. It's good to know. He's very knowledgeable, man.
What was the last lesson he taught you then?
I can't remember. My short-term memory is terrible, but
It's
he always says something good. I know that.
yeah, no, that's
And
that
he says he calls me a Hungarian Hulk. Well,
yeah,
nowadays I it's interesting because nowadays I try to kind of lean down more
yeah,
and just try to be healthier. There was
yeah,
a time in my 20s when I just wanted to get big, just bigger and bigger.
mm,
And now it's kind of after 30s, it's kind of changing.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, it's all started for me.
mm,
If we're going into this fitness talk now, I don't know
yeah,
what
yeah.
you want to talk about.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Um, but I was like a very skinny guy. Like I was
Really?
this skinny, like 55 kilograms.
Wow.
Um, it's like 100 pounds. I don't know.
Mm,
And so I got bullied in school a lot.
mm,
So and I got tired of that. I'm like, and back in the day when I was a kid, there was uh, in the early days there was no internet and stuff. So I had these
yeah.
magazines. My dad had these bodybuilding magazines. So
Mm,
I'm like checking this magazine and these big guys, like Franco Colombo, I think, and
yeah.
Arnold. I'm like,
Mm,
man, is that real? You can build so much muscle. That's insane.
yeah.
I mean, if I was that big, I bet no one would ever, mess with me.
Mm,
So I started training, and I actually enjoyed the process
uh,
of exercising.
mm.
And once you start seeing results, it's like kind of motivating you even more
Oh
and
yeah.
more.
Yeah.
So I got like crazy obsessed for like
Mm,
I don't know from 20 till 30. I
mm,
was just everyday gym, meals, bulking. I was
mm.
not even gaming or anything like that. That just
Mm.
came like not long ago, a couple of years ago.
Right.
But yeah, that's the short story about that.
No, no, that's pretty awesome though. I mean, I mean, yeah. People, some people are just mean about it, so you got to do something. But I mean, yeah, I could see if you're very much like, if you're very much big like Arnold, nobody's gonna mess with you.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And actually, you don't have to be as big as Like I realized after a while that it's people respect this, especially if you go into the gym.
Mhm,
They come up to you and people say, "Oh man, you look awesome. You're like so ripped. What are you doing?" And they ask for advice. And
mhm.
a lot of people, I feel like before they actually step into the gym for the first time,
Right.
they're
Yeah.
very scared to go. Like all these big dudes, they're scary. What they gonna think of me? They might just
Mm,
kick me out of there or something. But that's actually not the reality because most people are really really nice and
yeah.
helpful in the gym. So I encourage everyone to go for it if you're thinking about it. And if
Mhm.
you're scared, there's nothing to be scared about.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's always like this thing with like at the beginning of the year when people get that New Year's resolution sort of thing. Some
Yeah,
of
yeah,
Yeah, some of them don't last very long, so it's gonna be you have to kind of build it to where you're at least gonna carry farther than just a few weeks, because I think that's
yeah,
how far they go. It's like the first few weeks, and then they're done.
yeah. Well, the motivation is like fleeting; it comes and goes. Um, but if you genuinely enjoy doing it, like I enjoyed the process of it, I put my headphones on, I got the music, I got
Mhm,
some little pre-workout energy drink, I get hyped up, and
mhm.
then start exercising, and all these things, it just puts you in a euphoric state. You just
Yeah,
feel amazing. So
Yeah.
I don't know how people don't like it.
I I I think, especially when we talk about like the New Year's Eve or like the New Year's resolution people, I think it's there at the beginning, but then life stuff gets in the way, or they see like you have to continue doing this beyond a certain scope, right? Because it took you years to get where you're at. It didn't take
Yeah,
days; it took years. And so I
yeah,
think that's the issue is people think of days instead of years, but it's like you are literally taking care of yourself day after day after day, and that's months to weeks to months to years, and that's really the ultimate goal is for it to be sustainable a sustainable thing, right?
yeah.
Take care of yourself.
But it's like any other habit. Like if you go for like 30 days, it's like, the habit, how it works.
Mhm.
It's kind of like becoming like brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
And then after a couple months, you just keep going because you just get used to it. And
Mhm.
I'm at the point where if I'm not going for 3 days, I'm missing it. Like
Yeah.
I'm generally feeling bad. I'm like, I need to go and
Yeah.
exercise. I don't know
Yeah.
how to explain this, but
No, no, that makes sense because there were I really I used to go to gym, but I'm not able to anymore because it's just the cost and stuff for it. But it does make sense because if you're doing it for so long, and now you like stop for a few days, you've pushed yourself to do it oh so often, sort of like muscle memory, right?
yeah,
It's that muscle memory thing, like so I got to do something, but I'm not sure
yeah,
what.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Maybe I'm just like that type of person as well. Like, some people are just always kind of
Yeah,
moving around, want to move around,
yeah,
Some people just like to sit and I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know if it's genetics or genes, whatever you want to call it.
Well, one hopes they're wearing jeans anyways, otherwise it gets very awkward. But yeah, look, and even Five says, yeah, I totally. Oh, he cannot relate. Okay, all right. You know what? Just a horrible, horrible no. But no, I can understand a bit, and I've not done like like gone too far like bodybuilder stuff, but I've done like tonal stuff. Like you wanna. I think the biggest proponent of working out is just getting yourself moving,
Yes,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Because I mean, you play games and all this stuff, so you're sitting out for quite a bit, and they tell you it's
Yeah.
not good to do that, and all that stuff. But you want to stay active because of uh, there's a lot of people who just sit and that's all they do, and
Yeah.
it really is a detriment, really.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
I can bully myself into exercising, but it never becomes a habit or euphoria. Well, I think the first problem is you bully yourself. You don't want to
Mm,
bully yourself to do it.
yeah. Yeah. So it's about the attitude of how you think about it.
Mhm. And then Shori says, I can do relate. I started my weight loss 10 months ago, and I'm 48 pounds less. Well, congratulations for that, Shori. That's a round of
Yeah.
applause right there. 48 pounds is nothing to sneeze at either. I mean, even just a few pounds is nothing to sneeze at because there's so many foods and stuff out there convenience wise, and you're just like, ugh, yeah,
Yeah. And can we just give a huge shout out for Mr. Shorian Traxi for this great achievement? And
yeah,
he also battled with addiction and overcame it. And
yeah,
so, man, he's got an amazing story.
yeah. That's
I
that's
I
pretty awesome.
I actually we played yesterday together, and I love playing with him. He's such a
Mhm.
cool dude, man.
Now, is there a game that you don't like playing with him?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, there's some games like I don't know. Do you what games you play per se? Like something like
So
first
I
player or whatnot.
yeah, I want to say my niche and my favorite games usually role playing are like RPGs, like medieval
RPGs.
style, like I started one of the first games that I started with on Rumble was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and
Oh,
I had so much fun with that game. It's amazing. So
oh yeah.
I love open world games where you can just freely go and explore, and
Mhm.
it's almost like you live in that world, and you
Oh
can
yeah.
go talk to NPCs and
Yeah.
do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's the freedom of choices. It's amazing. But obviously, there's like also so many games that you can play in this genre. So I
Yeah.
do like to play first person shooters, third person shooters. I'm a big fan of extraction shooters.
Mm.
That addiction came from Escape from Tarkov. And what else? I wanted to say something else, but I lost my thought now.
Oh, you're fine. No,
Oh, Souls like, yeah, yeah. I like Souls
s-
likes
also it's like yeah,
for 1 hour or two, and
oh yeah,
then I'll uninstall it.
you're like I'm done with this game, no more.
Yeah, no, Souls likes are fun. It's
Yeah,
probably more fun to watch for people than for me playing it, but that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. Because I've hey, relax. How you doing? Because I've played. So I when Elden Ring came out, I kind of got it, a few a month, maybe a week or so after it, and I've only played it a few times, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's
I can't get back into it.
yeah, it's hard. I know, I know.
I've seen oh, what was it? I was watching Silver Fox try to beat because he was doing this whole thing of beating the bosses, and I was like, I'm already dead. I'm like, I've already been beaten at this point. I really don't want to play this game.
Yeah, it's. I think it just takes a lot of time. It's usually each boss has a pattern. Like
Mm,
they do certain attacks in a certain order, and then the more you go against them, the
mm,
more you kind of learn the pattern, and then you
yeah,
can just dash out of the attacks and learn which attacks can you use. And so most Souls likes just takes a lot of time and
yeah.
patience. You gotta have just patience to go again and again and again, and
Yeah. Well, and my problem is I wear too much armor. I'm like, oh man.
Oh yeah, yeah. You cannot dash or roll or anything. You're too heavy.
Oh
Yeah,
goodness. Being bare naked does nothing for you, but having a bunch of farther on doesn't either. So it's like caught between a rock and a hard place. And a fight like hell says I was there right near the start. Joe Donuts raided
yes,
into you, and you were just starting out KCD2, and we hung out the whole stream. Amazing times. Yeah, I
yeah.
did download.
That was amazing.
Yeah, I did download the Kingdom Deliverance, but unfortunately never I only got so far and then I was like another game came out and like, okay, let's try that one. And then you
Yeah.
completely forgot about that one.
Now this is what's gonna happen with me this month because
Uh,
this October is amazing for new upcoming games.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm gonna be struggling to decide what I want to play
Hmm.
because we got Battlefield 6, we got Arc Raiders, we
Oh,
got
yeah.
Midnight Walkers, which is another zombie extraction. Me and Mr. Rager are partnered also. And there's Kingmakers that I want to play some medieval games. So it's like hard to decide what I'm gonna. We got Vampires Masquerade, and that comes out towards the end of the month. I
Mm,
think that's gonna be a cool like Halloween themed
yeah.
game for the end of the month.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like too many games now to play, and
Yeah.
with the multiplayer part like Battlefield 6, you don't want to get left behind, kind of, and stay competitive in a multiplayer part. So you got to grind those as well. It's a lot of time decisions.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I've told people that even Steam is bad for me because I have over 200 games and I barely play any of them.
yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah,
uh,
I know Mr. Vlad's Gaming Carter. He's got like hundreds of like 300 game, man. And he's playing freaking Minecraft on stream. I'm like, okay, man.
I'll be right there with him. And sometimes you play a casual game just to not think about it. So
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Minecraft, but it's just like I don't know.
yeah, that's understandable. Like I think the oh man, what was it? I've been on and off, sort of on and off, going back to No Man's Sky because the update they just did.
Mm.
And not been much else. I did I I did download Stellar Blade, but it wasn't for the thought you're thinking of, okay? Um I just downloaded it because I wanted to see how it was. It looked pretty good. But yeah, I'm not the best gamer in the world. Yeah, it's not a fun time. There's been a past few times where I felt like I want to break my controller, and I'm just like,
I
ah!
know.
Ugh."
Yeah. Mr. Shorty broke a couple of controllers. You can tell about it. Well, I never played No Man's Sky, but
Yeah.
I think the developers of that game are going to release another MMO
Mhm.
next year, maybe. It's called
Oh.
Light No Fire.
Oh, that's right. Yep, yep. They
Mhm.
have talked, but I haven't seen a release date for that yet, so I have no idea
it's
when it's.
it's still to be announced, but I think it's gonna be next year.
Mm.
Um, but that game looks good from the video. I really like the vibes of that.
Yeah, and it's only one place too. To play for the plot. No, hey, there. Okay, the lady looks nice, all right, but I did play it for the story part. Okay, goodness sake. And Miss Wendy has a question for you. She wants to know, is the kitten pillow based on your cat? The kitten pillow you have there, is that based?
No, 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 no. It's just my missus. This is my missus pillow, and she always
Aw,
leaves it on a couch in the living room. And I was coming to the room, and I'm like, "Fuck!" It looks like there's a cat there. I'm like, every single time I think there's a cat. So I thought it would be funny to just put it on stream.
yeah. There you go. Look at that. Yeah, that definitely looks. Hey, tiny panda face. How are you?
And
Hope you're doing well. Yeah, no, for a second I was like, wow, what is a real cat doing in his office? Like, oh, that's a pillow.
yeah, he's my most consistent viewer, probably. It's always
Yeah.
there.
Whenever you look at your screen and there's one viewer, it's like, thank you, Mr. Cat.
Yes, exactly. That's probably what I felt in the good old days. Well, not good. And when I was streaming on Twitch and Kick, that's where I started off.
Yeah,
Before I knew about Rumble,
yeah.
and then yeah, always one viewer.
Yeah, I know that feeling too. Hey, Tiny. Hope you're doing well. Oh, tiny panda face. Gotta say the little thing.
Hey, what's
It's
up?
and Wendy says it's cute. Look at that. You gotta compliment on your pillow.
It is cute. Yeah.
But I mean, so I mean, since you started on Twitch or Kick and then sort of came over here, I mean, like, what's been your experience with any of the
Oh,
platforms you
it's
stream
like
to?
completely different. Absolutely amazing. I love Rumble. I mean, it's the best experience.
Mm,
And especially after these failures on Twitch and Kick, I don't know where I got this thought of starting streaming games. I, I,
mm-hmm,
I was inspired, um, basically a couple of other streamers,
mm-hmm,
and so I've started on Twitch because that's what everyone did, So
yeah,
I was like, okay, let's start on Twitch. Like no viewers ever, and it's like it doesn't have an algorithm. It's
yeah,
just sucks. So and then I went on Kick. It was again same experience.
mm-hmm,
And then Doctor Disrespect came to Rumble,
mm-hmm,
and I am a huge fan of him. And
mm-hmm,
I know he's controversial
yeah,
to to some people, but
mm-hmm,
I really believe that he's a good person and he's a good guy, and he's helping out a lot of people with his streams. Like he gets donations all the time
yeah,
from people saying that, hey, I'm battling with depression, I'm battling with this because my parents passed away or someone passed away. I'm like really down, but your streams makes my uh,
mm-hmm,
days so much better. You make me laugh, and thank you for being you, and stuff like that. And it's like it's so nice to see, man. And it's like very inspiring that hey, you can actually help with your streams by making people laugh and feeling better and have a positive impact on people, just by being you, being playing games and being
mm,
funny, and
yeah.
so that
Well,
was one of the things that inspired me. And I'm sorry, yeah, go ahead.
no, you're fine. No, go ahead. Go and finish your thought.
And yeah, and then so I kind of stopped streaming after Twitch and Kick because I'm like, man, this is not for me. I don't have any viewers ever.
Right.
And then Doctor Disrespect, he announced that he's coming over to Rumble, and I'm like, let me check out this Rumble. I thought it's like a politics stream website only,
Mm,
and then I realized there's actually gaming going on here. So I'm like, okay, let me do this. I'm gonna sign up for Rumble Premium
mm-hmm,
for an entire year,
Mm,
It cost me like $100 or whatever.
mm,
Let me see if I can make this $100 back in a year
mm.
from streaming. And then if I at least I can make it back, then maybe I'm onto something. If not, then
Yeah,
I'm not gonna stream because it's not for me, you know.
yeah,
But
understandable.
and then after that, like obviously I was fortunate enough to get into the creator program, so
Right,
I made that $100 back already in like in the first month of the creator program. So
nice.
and the support and the people in the chat is just mind blowing, especially after the experience on Twitch and Kick. It's just like
Yeah,
it was mind blowing, man. I'm
yeah,
like people actually watch me and enjoy my stuff. It's just yeah, it was amazing feeling.
yeah, and it's well, I mean, especially since like Kick is sort of a clone of Twitch, so I mean, they kind of understandable. They both seem the same.
Yeah,
It's like copying one after the other, but no, that's pretty
yeah,
good.
it's just green. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one's purple, one's green. At the end of the day, their coding is still pretty much the same. But yeah, and like Tiny says, great support in Rumble. Yeah, there's a bit of a community that goes
Hmm.
on around here.
Absolutely.
But no, that reminds me, yeah, because I remember when that announcement was made for the doctor to come over, and many people did come over with that. Although not many stayed, but that's part of the ordeal. So that's interesting that you came over with him when he came. I think it's probably the same for Akagumo, isn't it, as well? That he came over
Yeah, I
with
think he's a dog fan too. Yes.
Okay, so you both kind of came over with that already, but that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome that you guys did that. I mean, and is that how you met Akagumo as well as through Doctor Disrespect?
So basically, my strategy was in the beginning. I just like, okay, let me see who are in a gaming category. So
Mhm,
let me just go ahead and talk to a couple of these guys. What's their experience? What they doing? How did they like the platform?
mhm,
So I went into the gaming category and I just looked at streamers and randomly start chatting with them. And everyone was very positive and supportive and saying that Rumble is great. So
mhm,
and I noticed that people come back to my stream who I go to and start chatting with me on my stream as well. So I'm like, okay, that's actually a nice way to get exposure. Just go to people's stream and they come back and help you. And so that's how I just saw Mr. Akagumo. I think that's how I met Mr. Dope Frags,
mhm,
Shorian Trucks,
mhm.
and then I met these people in other people's chat.
Yeah.
So and we just start chatting, and there's like a lot of good people here.
Mhm. And Vite kind of agrees. All arguments about Doc's rule at Rumble aside, we owe him a lot for bringing eyes on the platform and bringing in all these great streamers. So yeah, there's a bunch of people that's come over with Doc. But the point of it still is made though is that he was brought on for a specific sort of a specific reason, and that's been another issue altogether. But Wendy wants to ask you, what's your OG game, Tony?
Gothic 1 is
Nice.
my all-time favorite OG game, and it's probably because that was my first like RPG game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically it's an open world medieval type of exploration type of game. I don't know if you know Gothic series. They have Gothic 2, 3, they have Arcania, and then a
Mm-hmm.
couple others.
There's too long of a list of games, but I think I've heard of it. I've just never touched it. So
Yeah. If you have a look at it now, it looks like crap because it's like so many years old.
yeah, yeah,
But back in that time when it released and it was like open world and you can go anywhere, and it was amazing. It was mind blowing.
yeah.
I played that game over and over, like over 10 times, because it was fun too, because
Mm-hmm.
you can play the game in a multiple ways. So there was like three clans or camps. It's,
Yeah.
the game called them camps. So there was
Mm-hmm.
the old camp, the new camp, and the sect camp.
Yeah.
And so you could play the game in three ways, joining each camp, and they
Mm-hmm.
got their own little side quests and everything. And
Nice.
so I played that game over and over with the different camps, and
Mm.
yeah, it was very fun. I love that game.
And yeah, and a fight says if you don't know about Gothic One, look up Mandalore Gaming's video about it after showing it out. Well, thank you for that. But yeah, again, I've never heard of Gothic One before. But again, when you have something like Steam or the Epic Store, whatever, there's just so many games.
It is, yeah.
I
And there's just
I, yeah, it's just a lot. It's too much.
and there's just more and more coming out. Like I'm
Mm,
trying to keep up with the trends now and catch all these upcoming games and new playtests, and they're
yeah.
just coming like crazy.
Did you have you tried that the Dying Light one, the Beast?
The Beast, nah, I'm waiting for a discount on that.
Oh,
It's kind of pricey, and
oh,
I'm prioritizing now Arc Raiders
oh, that's right. Yeah.
and Battlefield. So
Mm.
this month I'm gonna buy like 3 4 games. So it's gonna cost me like $200 at least.
Oh,
So
I hate that.
yeah.
Yeah, I oh man, what's the last one? I don't think I've gone that far. I think the highest I've ever bought was one that was around $50, but it's not. But yeah, some of those are like even on Steam. Some of them are getting like the 60 to 70, and I'm like, I don't know about that.
That's a bit too much, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've just recently got Xbox Game Pass, the PC Game Pass,
Oh, nice.
and actually they gonna. I just heard that a couple days ago that they are planning to increase their price, but I
Oh,
think it
yeah.
was like £10. I'm in the UK, so I'm talking
Okay.
about pounds.
Yeah.
It was £10 a month, but you can play games that are like 40, 30, 40, £50.
Yeah.
Uh, I feel like for us streamers and gamers, it's definitely worth it, and we save a lot of money with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely for that. And Fight says people who are introduced to the Gothic series by one of the later installments, like me, have a totally different sense of the first one. It's very special. Better, he says. Yeah. It's um. Oh, what was that? Like I've played. So if you want to talk about like first player open world things, another one I've played is the Witcher series. Like I
Oh
played Witcher
yeah,
3, and that's very open world and all this stuff. But again, it's
yeah.
just having the time to do any of that.
Oh yeah, Witcher 3 is like crazy. It takes a lot of time to, to complete for
Oh
sure.
yeah, yeah. But that's I mean, again, I think that's sort of like the motif of gamers is especially if you're doing like um at least the ones I would watch on YouTube, right? Like it was they just build a sort of a career off that, and it's kind of for me, it's kind of difficult to see a career to be built off that unless you get very like in the competitive field because there's just so many different platforms out there that do have gaming on them, and yeah, it looks really difficult to get into. So at least for me,
Mm.
I'm not.
Yeah, it's some games you just have to commit to
Yeah,
to them to be able to, you know.
yeah,
Like one of these games, like Escape from Tarkov, it's
yeah.
extremely in the game is extremely in depth, and
Mhm,
it's hard to learn. Like there's so
mhm,
many different items, mechanics of the game, and there's it's hardcore.
mhm,
So I was struggling to learn that game, but I also at the same time enjoyed it because it's like, man, it was like a little challenge for me. Like I want to figure this thing out, man. Like come on now,
mhm,
and yeah, the PvP part is probably the hardest thing. Just once you learn everything and okay, now I know how to heal, I know how to extract. You know, there's no map in the game,
mhm.
um, and then you just like die from other players because they got like 10,000 hours and you got 200. So yeah, it's hard, man.
Like they watch you from the spawn zone and they follow you and like, ah
Yeah,
man.
yeah, but you know, I'm trying to think now that I don't have to be the best gamer. Like I was like thinking like, why do people watch streams? Like okay, like there's this guy called Landmark. Like
Mm,
he's a Tarkov streamer. He's got like 15,000 hours. So people
wow.
watch him because he's really good. And then there's some other guys who like not good at the game,
Mm,
but I still enjoy. People still enjoy watching them, and it's because they make the game fun in their own way
Yeah.
by not being good, but maybe with their reaction when they die or with their random interactions with the other people in the game.
Yeah.
And so it's like, oh man, there's like other possibilities how to make stream interesting. I don't really have to be good at the game.
Yeah.
I just have to make it like funny or interesting. Or and I learned this from Doc too. Like he's not good at all games, you know.
Yeah.
He's good at some games, but some games he really sucks. But it's like
Mm.
so funny to watch him struggle, and he's making these funny expressions and everything. And it's like, okay, I'm trying to watch streamers from also uh, not just as a being entertained as a
Mm.
person, but to learn like what they do and just kind of absorb some knowledge.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I enjoy watching this person, but why am I enjoying it? And can I do the same so
Yeah.
people can enjoy watching me as well more? You know?
Yeah. It's very it's very trial and error to kind of like find where your uh, uh bit is at. Because I mean, you know, when I first started out, I did play games. Like I did stream playing games, but it really just didn't, snap to me about wanting to do that. And then later on, when I got talked to, people about whatever, like here right now, that's when that click happened, and just like, okay, so this is something that it's just that thing you just have to kind of trial and error it. It's probably the most it's probably the most human out of us, and it's probably the most proven that something will eventually come out of it if you try something. But
Yeah, exactly. I find like it says I watch 95% for the people, not for the gameplay. There we go.
yeah,
There we go.
you just have to be careful of the certain ones that are just um like restreaming I don't know. But I have seen some content creators who do upload like a segment of the stream, and they're like commentary or no commentary. Sorry, they're just playing the game. You get to watch. There's no commentary whatsoever, and you're just yeah
I mean, there's not much content there. I mean, I can just watch a YouTube video or a Rumble video, and I don't need to go live to put a gameplay on and just
yeah, that is true. But like Fine said, it's there for the people, not for the gameplay.
yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
and sometimes it's kind of difficult because obviously there's always a time zone stuff, right? Like I'm here in the US, you're in the UK, so there's a huge time difference of like it's nighttime where you are, and it's not even nighttime for me yet, so the sun is
yeah,
still out.
yeah.
I
And
don't.
it's interesting because I play with Shorian trucks, and we got even more. I think we got 8 hours of difference. So
Wow.
usually we schedule our streams when we stream together in a way where it's 10 a.m. for him, and for
Mm.
me it's 6 p.m. So it's like 8 hours difference.
Jeez,
And
yeah.
then we just played Daisy, yesterday, and we always have to find a server that we both have good ping on,
Mm.
which again is it's difficult, but we'll sort it out.
Yeah, and Fight says for me that's the difference between streams and videos. I like YouTube walkthroughs without commentary, but streams are for interacting with community. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, no,
yeah,
exactly.
exactly, yeah,
I'm just surprised they're able to upload like a few hours of one of those no commentary streams because it's so long. It's
yeah,
so
yeah.
long.
I used to
Yeah.
watch those back like years ago,
Mm.
but since I discovered like streamings and streamers and streaming,
Yeah.
I don't watch those anymore.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Even with me, it's been one of those things where you get so busy with your own stuff that watching someone else is kind of a rarity. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that I've saw that somewhere that debate like someone said that Rumble needs more like
Mm.
viewer users because uh, the gaming community is pretty much just streamers watching other streamers, and
Yeah.
then I kind of agree with that. I think we
Mm.
need more just viewers.
Mm.
And it's not because there's nothing wrong with streamers watching streamers, but streamers don't have as much time to
Yeah.
watch other streamers as just someone who just enjoy watching games, and they
Yeah.
just come home from work and they lay down on the couch and just watching games.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I think today is like a general uh, thinking that most people who just watch streams, they'll just
Mhm.
go to Twitch. So
Yeah.
and then so basically we need to ask the question, what can Rumble do uh, to get those people who just viewers on Twitch or other platforms to say, oh, I'm gonna come over and check out Rumble because there's gaming there,
Yeah.
and why is it better?
Uh,
Obviously we got higher quality streaming, which is better, but
yeah.
there's a lot of things that is still lacking. Like we
Mm,
don't have like little polls or
mhm.
sub budgies or just little small things, like.
Yeah.
And I feel like Rumble needs those things in the gaming section, and I'm pretty
Ye
sure they will have it.
mm,
Um,
mm. Yeah, and that's understandable. Again, there are a lot of people in different directions, like not just gaming, but like um yeah, arts and crafts stuff. You've got this stuff over here. There's a whole wide array of content that Rumble does have. It's just unfortunately the eyes are not getting to it. And you're right. Like, what's the question of, okay, so how do you get people to
yeah,
view that stuff? And
exactly.
I think that's probably an answer they don't really have for it yet. I know they're trying to answer it in different ways. However, it just I don't know. I've already know some people who've already left the gaming portion of it, um, of the Rumble side, because there's some different things that are too much for them, and they have well to do good reasons. And I think just being able to talk to those people, like I like earlier, you came over with Doctor Disrespect, and so did a few others. But then, of course, I'm pretty sure, like because he streams over to YouTube, right? I know he streams over to YouTube as well.
Yeah. Yes.
Um, if you were to go over to his YouTube side and see the Rumble side, then people would make the distinction, oh, he's getting better on YouTube than Rumble, even though YouTube had him demonetized for like I don't know how long, and then they monetized him. So
Yeah. Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
that. So I think it's a lot of I think it's not just one thing. I think it's a lot of different things. Um,
Yeah. But Rumble is still in its early days compared to YouTube and Twitch. So you know.
mm. it,
Um,
no, that is true. They are earlier than their other counterparts, but sooner or later, uh, like you were also stating, they're gonna have to start answering that question of, okay, how do you bring viewers
yeah.
in?
I
Yeah.
just saw a post recently that I believe, I don't know if that's gonna be the shorts, but Chris Pavlovsky was posting on X about something that's called moments, and I think it's like short segments of
Yeah,
your
clips. Yeah.
streams, clips,
Uh,
yeah. And I think they said that there will be an AI uh, like connected to this thing, so the
mm,
AI will automatically. I assume the AI will automatically get your clips from the best moments you had in the stream.
mm.
Uh, and this is actually could be huge because I know a platform which is called Opus Clip, and that's a paid website, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
doing
yeah,
the same thing, Opus Clip.
yeah,
And so, if we could do the same thing on Rumble, that would be awesome for
yeah,
free or for premium users. I don't know how they planning to do that, but that would be cool.
yeah. I think that's gonna be a bit of a ways off, but no, yeah, I use Opus clips too, so I know.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
it's paid, right? It's not free. So
no, no, but I
yeah.
have I have the low tier end. So what happened was is when Opus Clips was first start coming out, I use like the free point, but it's such a small amount of time they give you. And then I signed up for like their starter plan or whatever they call it. And I haven't gotten it rid of yet because their to get into their starter plan now is like $15, and I'm
Mhm.
only paying 9. So I'm like,
Hmm.
I want to hold on to that grandfathering as long as
Yeah.
possible.
No, that's a good price.
Oh yeah, no, it
Because
definitely is.
because I'm doing my clips just going through my woods, and it takes a hell of a time.
Oh
If
yeah.
if you got like 5 to 8 hours of woods
Mhm.
and you want to scroll through the whole thing to find the best moments, it's it's a pain in the arse.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, it's worth it, definitely.
Yeah. No, it definitely is. But I do like using that tool. It's just there was someone um and he was in this streamer chat earlier, but NGM Studios. um, for a while was I was sort of paying him to take short clips from my streams and make something of those, and that's what's pretty good. Sometimes you just have to find those right people that would do it, but again, it's either time or money you're spending on all this stuff,
Exactly.
and I'd rather just give him a certain amount of money so he could do it. But Fight has two things. Fight is like the big thing that Rumble has over Twitch. Gaming is that it isn't overrun yet by thoughts, which is true. But again, there are some areas on Rumble that do have bikini streams and all that stuff. So you're kind of Twitch has created an internal culture of moral decline. You notice that over years, even good streamers increasingly slip into alienating their original viewers. Well, that's just that. I think that's not just related to Twitch, though. I think even on YouTube, you could have that. Like people come and people go for a streamer or a content creator, and it's like a great example is for me is like I still follow Markiplier on YouTube, but I rarely watch his stuff anymore because one, I'm making my own stuff, but I've also moved on to other things that I watch, here and there, whatever. That doesn't mean I don't dislike Markiplier or whatnot. I'm hoping he'll be in the new Five Nights at Freddy's movies, but the point of the matter is that people grow up, people move on to things, and I can agree that Twitch has kind of let that ethos thing kind of get a hold over there, but um it's Rumble's not out of that park. Unfortunately, it has bikini streams and all that stuff. So if you look for it, you can find it. But I'm not gonna say it's
Yeah.
out of it.
Well,
Yeah,
there's always pros and cons. Like,
yeah,
obviously, I really like that I can say whatever the hell I want. I can curse, and it's not like I love cursing, but it's just kind of hard not to. So it's like I don't have to worry what I say, and I'm not gonna get banned here or anything like that. That's obviously the good part of it. And
mm,
just for what Fight said in the first part, that it isn't overrun yet, the gaming section. So yeah, that's why we need to push so hard now, us streamers who are already here,
mm,
because now if you go live and you got like 10 to 20 viewers, you can be on the first page on a gaming section, and that's huge.
yeah, yeah.
And on Twitch is impossible. You won't be in the first 20 pages.
Yeah.
So
It's the amount of people on. I mean, YouTube's no different. Although I guess they could justify their algorithm, but the point of the matter is YouTube is no different than Twitch in the sense of just how huge of an ocean they are compared to something like, well, maybe Kick is there, but it's sort of still below that line, but it will soon get there. Sooner or later, a platform is going to get to a point where you are just going to be fighting for space. That's just how it is. It's not going to be like, um, if you could, I mean, like, I know you mentioned earlier that Twitch doesn't have an algorithm, but if they had something to kind of just like, by likes and comments and the engagement factor, maybe, but it, yeah,
yeah, or you just have to convert your, if you have like a social media following, you
yeah,
can send them from your social media to your Twitch channel, and that's the only way. But
yeah,
when I started streaming, I started new X account for it, new Instagram, new TikTok. So I've just started from zero,
yeah,
because I had like fitness accounts, but I didn't want to mix those two niches. Like
yeah.
whoever following me on my fitness Instagram, they don't really care about me gaming, I think. So I don't know.
maybe they just see you like play a game but flexing your muscles, right? Like, there we
Yeah,
go.
I can do that.
Like,
I actually did back in the day a couple of streams with Tarkov when
mm,
Tarkov got like really long loading screens whenever you load in a raid. It could be
yeah,
5 to 10 minutes.
yeah.
So I used to do some exercise on those loading screens, like a couple of
Nice.
sets, and so I got some dumbbells and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I might try to do that again, because the actual Escape from Tarkov 1.0 releases on 15th of November
Mm-hmm.
after 7 years of being in beta. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
Wow, after 7 long years, it's finally coming to fruition.
Yeah, yeah. But they did put a lot of work in it for sure.
Well, nah, that makes sense. But I think if it stays too long in the shadows, it eventually loses any steam to keep that ball rolling. But there are some exceptions to the rule. You never know.
Yeah, yeah,
And Wendy says even your interests are changing. Of course, yeah. Same with viewers, same with content creators. Your interests are always changing. I know a
a
lot
hundred.
of yeah, I know a lot of content creators, not a whole lot, but I know some content creators kind of change things up to kind of get people to view their stuff, which is fine, right? That's you're doing this because you want to do it and all this stuff. I'm in the quite opposite, but it's more just like I get to talk to people like you, which is the awesome part. Um,
Yeah,
but
yeah. It's
okay,
kind of like in the gaming too. Like, do I play games that are people enjoying to watch, or do I play games that I enjoy playing, but it's
mm.
not so fun to watch? Because when you're a streamer, you have to think about this, you know.
Oh yeah,
So that's something I started recently playing this game called Active Matter,
mm,
and I really enjoy this game, and I can play it for long hours.
mm,
But it's kind of sucks me, and I'm like so tunnel visioned into the game. I'm like so locked in that I
mm.
lose connection with the chat a little bit, and I just notice sometimes I don't have any chatters or anything because people just seeing me like
Yeah,
playing like this, and
yeah,
like I'm not interacting with them enough. So I'm trying to play like more games like RPG games that are like I can role play and talk to the chat in the meantime
yeah,
and just mix it up a little bit. But I also want to play what I enjoy playing too, at the
yeah.
same time. So
It's because I mean, you wouldn't keep creating if you didn't enjoy what you did or
yeah,
do. Because I mean, that's the whole point. But it's understandable where you kind of want your stuff to be seen to some degree. So yeah, I kind of get it, but it's a very uphill battle. If
yes,
going to
yeah.
put it, it's a very uphill battle, and and after that fight says exactly, good luck having anyone find your Twitch stream buried under hundreds
Mhm.
of pages of hot tubs. Well, I mean, again, if you wanna do this thing of hot tubs, IRL, and whatever, you have people going to YouTube and putting ASMRs. You can go onto YouTube right now and look up naked yoga. Yeah, it's a thing on there, but
Oh my god.
they don't promote it. The point of the matter, though, I think, is that at the end of the day, um, you need a platform that's able to have a way of being able to be found better, but also, it's just YouTube does that part well, where someone gets discovered either through an old video they had, and the sort of algorithm just pops it up or whatnot. And while it's kind of not like the best thing to say, but that is kind of the game that's being played as well. Yeah, I don't know if I would want it gamified, but I think um if you're buried under all that stuff under Twitch, you want something that will kind of give you help once in a while, because almost all content creators want to be seen, right? Like almost all of them.
Yeah.
Some of them maybe not, but that's a difference of opinion. Um, Playing the long game, yes, it's contained. You have to look for out. Yeah, I know it's contained, but it's on the platform. It's on the platform, and
I,
it's not. Yeah,
yeah. I think one of the big things with the big streamers on Twitch and these other platforms that they started early,
yeah.
or they started in the right time. For example, COVID time. When everyone was sitting home watching streams, it was a great time to start streaming, and unfortunately I was not even thinking about that at the time. I don't know what I was doing. Probably I was in the gym, but I know like Summit, for example. Like when I first watched Summit, I'm like, man, this guy's boring. Like why there's 10K people watching him,
Mm,
and he's just an OG gamer. He's been there forever. People know him. He's got his regular viewers. He built up his audience over long years, and he was one of the first ones streaming on Twitch. So
mhm.
the algorithm at the time favored him. So it's like, yeah,
Well, and Wendy has a great point too. It's I think she says that I think it's also hard to be unique on any platforms. Yeah, it is because if you were just take this as an example, right? Let's just stick with it. It is on. I don't. Uh, Oh, there he is. Okay. Oh, the I guess you have to say the name. I didn't know you had to do that. If for just as a quick thing, Wiz made a streaming element. He's asked people to test, and I asked if I could be part of it. So I am using his stream element. Although it was supposed to do Batman, and it's not doing Batman.
Hmm.
So I don't know what's up with that. Um, but where was that? No, where was Vlad? There we go. Hey, Vlad, how are you doing?
What's
Hope
up,
you're
Mr.
doing.
Blood? Nice to see you, man.
Oh, nice. But no, I kind of agree with Wendy here. It's you have these platforms, right? You go to say like YouTube, or you go to Twitch, or you go to Kick. You already have a ton of people playing video games. You have a ton of people. All right, let's just go with this. There's a lot of women out there doing makeup tutorials. Okay, there's a lot of them out there. Um, but I think in essence, she's right. Is that it is and that's cool. And thanks for shouting. Well, of course. Well, you came in the chat. I'm going to say hello. Come on there. Oh, if you're saying Tony, then okay. His mic
No,
be more prominent.
Fight said that Mr. Vlad got called out earlier for owning a vast library of games, but instead streaming vintage story. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
I got caught.
The guy got called out in chat. Uh,
Damn.
but yeah, I think there's just a lot of it's also a weird thing too. I think the more time goes on, I think more people want to do the content creator thing, but I think it's more of just like, at least from my perspective, it seems like they want to do it to get away from their 9 to 5 job, right? Like you don't want to be a boss, you don't want someone to be your boss, you
Yeah.
want to be your own boss. The only problem with that though is that it's it's not always possible because of how competitive this field is, right? Like
Yeah.
you got like what was it ninjas out there? You've got Asmongold type people out there. You get this
Oh, yeah.
whole
Yeah.
whole shebang of people out there, and it's just yeah, I don't know what's going on, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be harder. Doesn't matter what platform you
Yeah.
go onto, it's gonna get harder.
So again, coming back to my earlier point is one of the secrets I think is to start early. Like I know people who started on Instagram in its early days and they just blow up.
Mm,
Um, Same with TikTok. Like people starting on. I haven't started on TikTok early because I'm like, what's this? People dancing around. It's like it's for kids or something. I don't know. And yeah, I missed out on all those things. But you know what? We got Rumble here. It's
mm,
in his early days.
mm,
Um, so I'm pushing now, and we're pushing. And all the small streamers who feel like they don't get viewers now, or it's like Rumble is not growing, just hang in there, just
mm.
keep it going, and our time will come. I believe that.
Yeah, yeah, it's still in its beginning, but it's still also competing as well. And it's a double edged sword, right? Like if you get in early, you have a better chance of uh like you were talking about earlier, right? Being those people that are sort of like the founder, really.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but I think as time goes on, there has to be something input in order for people as time goes on and people come in and all this stuff. Otherwise, it's just going to be very disheartening for people, and they're
yeah.
going to be like, I don't want to be here. There's nothing. I can't find anything, and all this stuff. All that silliness.
Yeah,
Oh, and
I'm very positive about Rumble's future, and seeing Chris Pavlovsky posting the updates and all the stuff, new stuff that they're working on, and yeah, I'm always, I'm like that kind of guy. I'm always positive. I'm looking for the best scenario,
yeah,
and just hoping for the best. Yeah,
no, and yeah, and best way to be. I mean, honestly, if you're doing this thing, and there are some days where um, you kind of like a game, right? Like like a certain game as you're
doesn't
hitting up
doesn't want to fire up. Yeah, doesn't start.
doesn't
There's a
start, or you keep hitting a wall in there, and you're just like, ah, what kind of game are you? Oh my gosh! But no, I think I still think it's pretty awesome on what you do. Hey, Tommy, how's it going? Hope you're
Hey,
doing
let's
well.
go.
But yeah, I just think that I just think that at a certain point, people need to set their expectations to a certain point and just enjoy it, right? And just enjoy
Um,
this thing you're doing because at the end of the day, it with all the people that are out there, it is an extremely uphill battle. It
yeah.
Doff's cap tugs for luck.
So fine, like I said, I don't think you missed out. TikTok is special for special people. Yeah. So what I was talking about is uh, growing as a creator and gaining exposure. Because if I was starting early on TikTok, I could have grown an audience there, and, for example, convert all those people into my Rumble stream.
Mhm,
So I'm talking about this type of uh, appearance on a platform
mm.
for exposure and gaining followers and stuff like that. Like, obviously, I don't scroll TikTok all day long. Like,
Oh yeah.
watching special people, like we content creators. I think what we should do is just post and ghost and not waste any more time, scrolling.
Mm. Yeah, no, yeah, definitely TikTok has its own bit of it. Um, but anyway, it is the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. And so what happens is I set aside some time for me and my guests to promote our stuff. Because obviously, sometimes I've had people on who aren't content creators, so we just have a few words here and there. But Tony, if you want to promote your stuff in your own way, the floor is yours, good sir.
Oh, thank you very much.
Mhm.
So as you can see my X link. Is that the X link and the Rumble link on the
Yeah,
bottom screen?
I have the Facebook's ones too, but I can only put like two in at a time, two different.
Ah, that's so good. Thank you. So you can find me on Rumble as Tony Gaming. I do stream gaming mainly. Sometimes I do some exercise, uh,
Mhm,
some different stuff. I experimented with IRL streaming with the Rumble Studio app on an Android device on my phone, but it turned out to be very bad quality for some reason. So I still need to figure that out. But yeah, mostly gaming, all types of, mostly new upcoming games, play tests, RPGs, FPS games,
mhm,
and you just like try to build a good uh, community of people helping
mhm.
each other, having good times, good loves.
Yeah.
Uh, so my X is Tony Gaming X with an X in the end because
Mhm.
obviously Tony Gaming was taken already. So and same for Instagram and TikTok. And I do really need to start posting more on social media as well. That's one
Uh,
thing I'm lacking.
and here is your Facebook, Instagram one as well. Evolving. Now, I did look at your Facebook one. That's your exercising page,
Oh yeah,
which,
yeah.
which,
I'll just put that there just in case if people interested in. I'll look at
mm,
that. But yeah, since I started streaming, I haven't really posted anything there.
well, I mean, but still, though, if people want to kind of learn a bit about your exercising stuff and whatnot, that
Of course, yeah.
his Facebook page. I mean, because you don't look, because I mean, I'll be honest, you sort of do look a bit like Joe Rogan. All right, you got the muscle, you got the bald head to go with it. You're right with the even putting those on. You're right there with them.
I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. I do like Joe Rogan a lot.
I'm not sorry using the. I'm not using. Well, I'm not using OBS Wiz. I use Rumble Studio, so I don't know how that works. Uh, uh, what did I do? I pressed the wrong button. You press the wrong button, everything goes wrong. Yeah. Hey, Joe Rogan doesn't grow any nice as a beard. He does some scruff though. He does some scruff. He's I've seen him with a scruff on there before.
Oh, and on my Instagram page, which is evolving physique, I got some old pictures when I have long beard.
Mm-hmm.
like kind of this long. And I also had the straightener and everything. It was like full straight beard until here and nicely cut and everything. It looked saucy. I love that. But it takes a lot of time. Like I spend more time in the bathroom than my missus, in the morning, just trying to make that happen with the straightener and the beard oil and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a lot of time.
Yeah, but you look good though. That's the most important
Ah,
part.
thank you, man. You
You're
too.
welcome.
And you got a great stream. You got a great show, man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my beard. Anyway, curses.
No, I mean
Um,
just we talked about Joe Rogan. I think I saw somewhere that he started out in a small studio with his podcast, like in a very very little studio, like with the starter equipment or something. Like started very small,
yeah.
and he grew out to be like top podcaster in the world. So just keep pushing, man. You're doing amazing.
I'll yeah, it's definitely because I've either had that people say that or Jay Leno for mine and things like I don't know about that. Um, but yeah, it's definitely it's definitely I take it a compliment any of the way, but I'm certainly not getting any multi-million-dollar deals
No, not
anytime
yet.
soon. If I do, you're coming back on, Tony. You'll get part of it.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
we'll kind of help you out with buying those games, man. It's getting so expensive nowadays.
I would love that, man.
Oh goodness. But anyway, and of course, again, all his links will be down below in the description on both the Rumble and YouTube side because I do stream to both, um, and all that. So, the late night show with the it's not the late night show. That's not what this is. It's just DaraChat because otherwise I'd be like, well, it's not late night because I can't do late night where I'm at, and neither can my guests. So, although some do, as long as it's the weekend, but I have had some do, so there's that. Um, but yeah, anyway, but from my end of things, whether you're on the Rumble side, whether you side, doesn't matter what side you're on. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, uh, ch- if you wouldn't mind a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment, or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor is much appreciated because not only does it help in being seen more, like all content creators want to be. Let's just be honest about that. All right, but it also helps in having other people. It also helps having other people on, like Tony. All right, like Akagamu, Aka.
And by the way, all these people in the chat, uh, Mr. Shorian Trucks, Vlogs Gaming Carter, Real Tombi, they're all great streamers. Make sure you guys check them out. Tiny Panda Face, we rated her yesterday, and what an energy! Oh my god, she's got some crazy energy. I love it.
Well, she's a short person, so that's why she has all the energy. Otherwise, it'd be taken up by her
Yeah,
height. So
baby.
yeah, she does. She's a good egg. But anyway, any help with the engagement factor helps with all that stuff. So thank you all for that. And of course, hold on, I gotta get my copy paste stuff. Okay, there we go. All right, now I go back to here and put it there. All right, nope. So there's my all the stuff, all the stuff. All right, there's my link right there. Of course, you go to it. It has my Twitter X. It has my email. It has my um. It has like a link to Discord, but it's mostly just for DMing. I don't have a server. Not interested in a server. I only have so much mental bandwidth. It's yeah, it's one of those things. So, but anyway, there's myself, and of course the Rumble and YouTube link are in there too, just in case as well, so you can find me on the stuff. So there's that. Um, and one last thing. So there's one last thing to do now. Obviously, as I've stated before in the past, I am in uh Rumble's creator program, but I only do enough to keep within it and not get paid. It's just part of that ordeal. But I am also I'm part of Proton's partner program, and if people don't know what that is, Proton is a bunch of things, but what I'm promoting now is their Proton Unlimited plan. So if you were to go, the Proton Unlimited plan contains all the suite of stuff like their Proton VPN, Proton Mail, Proton Drive, and Proton Pass. And just to kind of quickly go over those things, so it won't stay too long. One, Proton Pass is their password manager, allows you to use something called an email alias, which if you sign up for a platform, whatever, you can use that alias, and if they get a little touchy or a little spammy with you, you can just shut it off, and you don't get anything from it anymore. So there's that. Where's that link? There we go. But the Proton Drive is sort of like it's I don't want to say it's Google Drive, but it's sort of in that similar vein. But your files are your files. They ain't looking through it. It's privacy is a big thing for them. They also have a VPN, which you can use for free. They have a free version, but with the unlimited plan, you get all this bonus stuff, or extra stuff, not bonus stuff, just extra stuff. And of course, their Proton Mail. I use it heavily. I use all this stuff heavily. Um, and it's just if you want some more privacy, if you value that sort of thing, Proton's pretty great. But the link's right there. Up to you what you want to do with it, but they do have more information there. So again, if you sign up for it, that's great. It's a great benefit. If not, at least you have an option, and that's what it's all about. I'm not in it for the money. I probably, if I were to look at it right now, I probably have earned a penny, which is probably more than I could say. But beyond that, I just want to promote this benefit, which I think everyone can have um, great use for. Because I mean, you'll hear stories about like, oh, this bank got hacked, and this Target got their stuff got hacked, and all the credit card numbers and whatnot. Yeah, it's not a fun thing. So I know where it's at. Um,
So is this like you got your own email address, like new email address, or is it like you got your Gmail and it's protecting your Gmail? Or
Well, obviously you'd get a new email address through them.
mm,
They do have
yeah,
a free version of the Proton Mail, so you can just try that for free.
mm,
But you get more out of the plan. So with Proton, you make your own. You can probably make finally your own Tony Gaming and not have the X at the end. But
mm.
I'm just saying it's
Sounds
possible.
good.
I just saying it's a possibility. But it's basically just like I usually use examples like so I have AOL still, I have iCloud still. And for me, Proton is really great with spam. Rarely will I get any spam at all. At
Mm,
all. And I look at my AOL account, I look at my iCloud account. Those things are full of spam each and every
yeah.
day, and it sucks. Um, it's horrendous. So, but regardless, from gas. Oh, there we go. That's right. The dork. I have him doing the Batman. So send it away, dork. Goodness sake. But yeah,
Torque gave a good reason.
yeah. There you go. Right, he's got the Batman. Nobody go and claim Tony Gaming. He's going after Tony.
Yeah, I'm doing it now, man.
Oh man, but no, but yeah, I just think it's really great against spam and stuff because you hear those stories about people who get scammed by spammers. It's horrendous, man. There are so many. There was a story, or actually, before I go to there, there's a channel called Scammer Payback, and their goal is to try to delay, to stop these scammers and spammers, all this stuff from taking people's your money, because they hit the UK too. Um, and in one of those stories they gave, there was this guy in the U.S., older gentleman, 70s, and it was I think it had not been long after his wife had passed, and they called him about some sort of thing that was going on. It doesn't matter what it was. They were urgent. They were like, you got to pay us this and all this stuff or whatever. And luckily, there were a few things people couldn't touch that these guys couldn't touch. It was just out of his hands. They couldn't do anything. But unfortunately, he got like 70K from him.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's
and
clicking on a link in a email that you get,
oh,
basically.
a link, phone call, um, heck, even text. If you ever like, if you get a text on your phone, so I've been getting like these texts, not not always, but sometimes I get these texts about like job opportunities and whatnot.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Be very wary of that.
yeah.
Be very wary of
I
that.
got those too, and also I get emails sometimes like I don't even know, like your new bank account at NatWest has been activated. Click here to log in. I'm like, I have not made a bank account with NatWest. I'm like, what are you? And then I'm like, I'm deleting it straight away. I'm like, that's scam. But before that was like some pension as well. Like, access your pension account here and there. And I'm
Oh,
like, I don't have pension with that company. I know where my pension is. So
mm,
it's like, you know. But somebody who has no idea, they're just like, okay, well, let me click on it. Let me check how much pension I got. And it's like,
mm.
gotta be very careful.
Yeah, it's very, very careful because
And be
again,
careful where to put your email address in when you sign up for newsletters and all these things on the websites, because
yeah,
people just sell your email address,
oh,
to third
oh,
party platforms, and
yep.
it gets exploited. So
Yeah, pretty much almost anything nowadays, and that's why, that's part of why I use Proton too, because in their Proton mail section, um, they have this thing where they actually search the dark web, and if they see your stuff out there that's
hmm.
connected to them, they'll alert you and stuff, and I think that's a pretty good thing too.
Oh, that's great. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And Fight says that's how they get you. Pension funds are constantly merging, splitting, transferring, etc. Yeah,
Hmm.
money is money to these people, and at the end of the day, you got to be careful. It's just one of those things. Dor I had to do this. Dork, tell them what I gotta do this. Why they should be careful of spam mail. I wanna see if he does something. Yeah, spam mail slithers from the digital shadows like Joker's poison gifts. It ensnares the unwary, stealing souls and data. Vigilant citizen, protect Gotham citizen.
That's funny.
Well, and the funny and to kind of go on that, Wiz, who's the creator of Dork, has built it off of, I believe it's off of Gork, a
Mhm.
Gork branch off. So there is that.
You
Um,
mean Grok or Gork?
Grok, yeah, Grok. Sorry, Grok.
Grok.
I was a little off there, but he built it off a version of Grok. So that's why it's able to respond as it is. But yeah, beyond that, I just yeah, whenever I bring up Proton, I always say like be careful because um you hear these and it's not just older people too, right? Like seniors, young people have gotten hit too. Like there was a lady who
Yeah.
got, I think she lost a couple thousand. She was in her 20s, and it just yeah, uh, they she computes. I have been just well, at least he gave you
It's
an answer.
it's nice that you don't have to properly tag dork. You just write dork. You don't have to add dork underscore.
Wait, that's Wiz's talent right there. He's
Yeah,
made
it's
that
nice.
special. But I'm just testing now. I've never used a streaming element before. And I don't know if I'll be able to learn how to do it better since then. Um, but I mean, how long have you been in the UK though? Because you said you've lived
It's
there.
like 10 years. Yeah, 10 years now.
Wow.
I was born in Hungary,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah, I took the opportunity when it came out, and it was a quick decision. Like I
Mm,
just saw an advert, like an agency
mm,
that was advertising, "Hey, you want to work in the UK? Call us, and we'll sort your plane ticket, your job, your accommodation, everything." I'm
mm.
like, okay, that sounds good, man. And so yeah, at the time I had like no commitments there at all.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why not?
Mm. Yeah.
And I haven't had money either. So
Yeah. That's always the fun part.
it's it was very hard to make a living there at the time in
Hmm.
Hungary. I was working as a security guard and I can barely pay bills.
Yeah.
So I actually went to the local bank and I took a loan out and I told them that I want to buy a car.
Oh.
But I used that money actually to go to the UK, and so I had some money to pay the rent first
Mm.
month and everything, you know.
Okay. Well, I mean that. Yeah, that sounds like as soon as it can be anything soon. Oh, thank you, Wiz. But yeah, I mean that's kind of like so. I mean, you just saw that advert and you wanted to move to the UK. I mean, is it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
okay? Yeah,
No,
because
I was thinking before to move, but I had no idea how to do it.
yeah.
Like I'm like, okay, I need to find a job there. I don't know how to, you know, travel. I never been on a plane. Like,
Oh yeah, me
and these
neither.
guys they sorted everything, like train ticket, plane ticket, everything. So all I had to do is just follow instructions, you know,
Yeah.
and I had to just pay them for everything, and that's it.
Hmm. Well, I mean that's pretty. That's still pretty awesome though, because I mean, I mean it's still because Hungary is still across the water, so you're still
Hmm.
moving over. But I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
um, even so though, to move from one country to another, yeah, like Fight says, it's a lucky break. Um, but yeah, even moving from one place over there is not an easy ordeal because obviously, again, financials, place you're gonna go, all that stuff. But at least you're there, so you made it somehow.
Yeah, man, and it's I've been very happy in the beginning,
Yeah,
but you know, like it's it's the UK. You know, you
yeah,
see these Osmongold videos. What's going on? I don't know
yeah.
if you watch it, but
Well, no, it's not just him too. I mean, there have been other people putting stuff out there, so it's not just
yeah,
him. But
yeah,
um, I think with what's going on in the UK, and trying not to get too political, but it's something that people in that country are gonna have to start figuring out. Um, and it's not just like onto one person only. That should never be the case, right? It should be on the total of the country because if the country wants to remain as such, then they've got to, at least from my personal perspective, they got to fight for it.
hmm,
Otherwise, all because I think it was like I saw someone post something about a what was it a change.org something like that like petition right there they posted a petition of something and I think the
against the digital ID was that, yeah,
oh yeah that's right and I think the
three
government.
million,
Yeah, and the
three
government
million
just
votes,
yeah.
and they just said, we're still doing it. We don't
Mm,
care.
yeah, it 3 million votes, and they just said, "Nope, not gonna listen." Like that's when you know that it's not gonna matter for that part.
Yeah, it sucks, yeah. But I try to not, get too deep into politics. That's why I don't discuss politics on my streams and
Yeah,
try to stay with the gaming, or
mm,
like sometimes we talk about self growth, self development,
yeah,
stuff like that. But just, having good vibes and
yeah,
enjoy enjoy your experience here.
yeah. And I try to sort of do the same, but again, it's a free flowing conversation. So if it comes up, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
of
I'm not
course,
gonna
man.
keep
No,
away from it.
no
Uh,
problem.
but yeah, my thing is just like if the UK, if the people of the United Kingdom want their place, they're gonna have to fight for it, and it may not be pretty. And
Yep.
that's just we could go back over history of the United States and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, um, yeah, it's something that's gonna have to be fought up for, and especially hard too, especially if you've moved over there and you've called it home over a certain period of time, and you kind of see your country kind of erode off or all this stuff, and you're just like, there's not much I can do at this point, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you see it that way, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, one thing that is completely different, and when I moved here, I never been in the UK before. So
Mm,
I came from Hungary, and Hungary is like a pretty nice country. Like it's got beautiful countryside. The cities are nice. It's a
mm,
small country, so they can make sure that it's being taken care of. And there's also like a lot of tourist places, like our
Mhm.
capital city Budapest is a nice tourist place. We got the Balaton, a big lake, so all
Mhm.
around that, like little towns that are like tourist towns, and people go to the beach, and it's really nice. And then I came to the UK. It's like, what the hell is this? It's ugly. It's just brick buildings everywhere. And I went into the street,
Yeah.
and both sides on the street, the houses attached together. All the houses attached. The
Ugh.
whole street is just houses attached together,
Yeah.
and in the middle of the street, there's like on the two sides, just cars parking on the street on two
Mm.
sides, and you got like this little space to go through.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I don't like it.
Yeah, it is. It is. As you just saw, a real Tom Bees from the UK as well, and it is a very because a while back there was a news article for the summer that the UK. I don't remember the newspaper that was for the UK, but it was like it was telling people like how hot it was and all the other stuff. And then you had a bunch of people from America say over like, "Oh, we deal with that heat almost every day. You guys are whipped."
Mhm.
But I think the point that some of the people in the UK make is that because their houses are so compact and they're built, as I've been told, they're built to hold in heat because of the winters and stuff.
Mm.
But with all the, it may only be for a few weeks, at least is what they say to me. Is it's only a few weeks that heat wave is. The problem of it is that like even their, as far as I understood it, their electrical system, their their electrical system can't really handle that much on the air cons, is what they call them, and so it's just one of those things where, while to some degree it's easy to point out what they do with the heat wise. The other part about it is that because of all the things that make what they are over there, it's understandable, from what I've learned through that of why it's so hot and everything. Um, but still, it's like uh, to kind of give an example, it was like the hottest place in the United States, right? The hottest place in the United States is a place called Death Valley, right?
Hmm.
And it's called that for a reason. I think like the temperatures, and I'm using imperial because I don't know Celsius well. Um, the range of it is sort of like between 120 and 130 Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Which let's see if I can't find like a Fahrenheit and
That's maybe
oh,
like 50, 60 degrees, I believe. I don't know.
let me do a check. Uh,
Mr. Fight, like I said, I would love if a similar company helped me move to Russia or Belarus, just say.
yeah. Yeah, calculator. That's right. I want a calculator. So let's like here. I want to do this. I'll do like 130 Fahrenheit. That is 54 Celsius.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
If I were to
It's-
do 120, it'd probably be let's see, a 48.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, that's how I have lived. See, there you go. Vlad's lived in Death Valley. It's hot.
Damn,
It's
he's a
hot.
survivor.
Yeah.
How did you do that? That's
Uh,
crazy.
and of course, Fight gives like need to get into the little hamlets in the countryside where there are old thatched houses and wooden pubs. Well, it also helps get out of the city when it gets a little too compacted.
Yeah, I do like the countryside though on the UK. The nice little hills and mountains with the sheeps and everything. It's that's
Uh,
the nice part. I don't like the cities at all.
Fight like says we put UK under Hungarian leadership. And
Yeah, Orban will fix it, man.
Mhm. Oh goodness sake! I like she mentioned. I like that she mentioned Dort. Wednesday, I should let you know I'm trying out a stream element made by Wiz, and it's a different Wiz. It's not the Wiz you know. And yeah, have fun with that. He's replying in Batman. I think it. Hey, Wiz. Am I able to change it on the fly and it'll work that way? just as a like a testing ground for this. If I'm able to change it, can I change it on the fly and it will work on the fly? Like if I change it to Gordon Ramsay, will it work like that? Because I only have a certain amount. Uh, it will, yeah. Okay, okay. Well, let me try someone else. All right, let me try. Um, let's see. Let's do SpongeBob. All right, all right. And Vlad says the ACs are called swamp coolers. You hook a hose to it with flowing water to add water to the air so you don't dry roast. Oh yeah, because it's a dry heat. It is a dry heat. It's not like a humid heat like it's Louisiana and
Oh
all
man,
those
that's
southern
crazy.
states. Yeah, all Streambot devs must be named Wiz. How? Here we go. Here we go. How are you, Dork?
What's up, Wednesdays? Thanks for stopping by.
Hey, Wednesday, how are you? I want to see if it'll do it. Will it? Will it do it? I did change it.
What the hell?
It's doing SpongeBob.
He's he's very enthusiastic now.
Oh my gosh, Wiz, you made something, but really, I don't want to have to use like the base dork because it's getting a little too feisty in that regard. Um, You can also make your own. Those are just presets. Eventually, be able to clone whatever voice you want to. Well, I haven't do the TTS again. I use Rumble Studio, so I'm not sure how it would work because you put in OBS, and I'm not sure how it works. Because for people who don't know, I just want to show off Wiz's work. You gulp for air like fish out of water when it's that dry. Good lord,
Mm.
that's scary. But anyway, this is what Wiz has created, and he's asking, sort of like uh, having me help test with. So I have a bunch of different presets um, and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm just
Oh, nice.
so yeah, that's him. I don't know about TTS. I've never used TTS. No, this is not. No, this is a different Wiz. This is a very different Wiz. But yeah, I don't. I've never used a streaming element, so I'm not too sure. Um, but yeah, I don't even know how to use the voice stuff. So, but then again, I would need to do like OBS stuff, and I really don't know that. So, but I figured I'd just share that because I think it's pretty awesome what he created, and he's using Grok to do it. So there's that. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, talk to SpongeBob. But anyway, but yeah, yeah, the differences of just all that stuff, like weather-wise, between the U.S. and the U.K. It's it's just crazy, but it's understandable of all that. The closest and whatnot. So, but
Yeah.
I digress. I'd like to visit one day, but probably not try to get trampled. So it might be away from WoW. Um, but I
Yeah,
mean,
I do not recommend London though, because people say that I go to London is the capital, but it's a shit. Well, man, I don't wanna curse, but
no, you're fine.
it's bad.
Yeah.
They're gonna steal your stuff on the street, man.
Well, that's a funny thing too, because that's what I used to hear about. Uh, still hear about France, right? If you went to France, you would get mugged. So that's why they tell you to keep all your stuff on you because you could get mugged from there. And I'm like, wow, that's
Yeah, I
wow.
never been there. I don't know, but
Well,
yeah.
I just know what I've been told, and of course you see videos of that too. But regardless, um, eh, oh, but too late for that one. But yeah, gotcha. Welcome, new Wiz. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna take SpongeBob off though. I think we'll do. I don't want. I think SpongeBob's a little too much. We'll do a little Donald Trump. How's that? There we go. Now you can talk to Dork, and he'll do Donald Trump.
In
Um,
big cities, yes, but not countryside. Yeah, exactly. So I actually think Wales is really nice place to visit.
yeah, it's funny enough because like I've watched some videos on YouTube, and there was this guy I was watching who does like he shoehorns the cows, like he
Mhm.
kind of cleans them up and stuff. And it's Scotland, so it's way up there, but it's pretty interesting to see because the um countryside is amazing. I think that's where
Mhm.
the Clark Farm is, or Clark's Farm, I think this is. He used to be in that show, the driving one where they drive different cars and stuff. Um, Gear, something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, it's just beautiful out there. But again, I've only seen from what I've watched. I've never been out there
Yeah,
because
Scotland is nice. I never been in Scotland myself because I don't like the cold.
well, I will
It's
tell you this. I know a Scotsman who plays games, and his name is Anvilite. So if you ever want to know,
Oh, I heard about him. Think I seen him. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, he's a pretty good one. Oh, and Phyla says it's like Illinois, if you will, just avoid Chicago. Well, I've gone to Chicago for the pizza because you can get deep dish there, and there's a place called the Science and Industrial Museum where it's a lot of scientific stuff, but kids and families can go there. It's just a great time. But yeah, I think they say like in Chicago, you got to worry about the south side of Chicago. Otherwise, it might get pretty bad. Wales. Oh, and he says Wales is awesome. Cornwall, uh, Yorkshire, Cheshire.
Mhm.
Oh goodness. Then did you get mugged? No, I did not get mugged. I was taking a train there, and luckily I did not. I'm not deep. Well, okay, that's fine. You don't have to be a deep dish person. I'm just saying I like deep dish once in a while, not all the time, because deep dish is deep for a reason, and it's
Mhm.
heavy. It is so heavy. I'd rather sometimes have a nice thin pizza or a
Yes.
stabbed a shot. I was never any of those things. I was never stabbed a shot. I was grateful. Southside, which unfortunately is exactly where the university campus is. Well, likely I didn't go for that. If you want to look up where the Science and Industrial Museum is at, that's where I've been to, and that's more towards um, Lake Michigan, which is one of the 5 lakes in the United States of that area. So you can get shanked on your way to deliver a lecture. I'm going to give a lecture about the difference of the sexes. Oh! He shanked me. Oh, he shanked me. Oh my goodness. But anyway, we're gonna start winding down because I know it's getting a bit late there, but still, we're kind of go through our stuff. And again, guys, oh, did you want to say something or no?
No, no, I'm good.
Okay.
No, I just wanted to say thank you again for the invitation, and I loved it.
No, no,
If
I'm
if
yeah.
if you wanna invite me in future for certain topics, I'll be down.
Oh
It was
yeah.
awesome.
Exactly. I always leave that door open, but we'll go through things. So like earlier we did with our promotional stuff. All our links are down below on both ends, on both the Rumble side and YouTube side. So you can look through that, find our stuff, and yeah, if we're worth a follow, why not? Right? You know, you get a very strong man playing game, and he's going in there and he's just shooting down a bunch of things. You know, there you go. Or
Yeah,
just
we
check us
just
out.
try to keep the good vibes up. You know, try to keep the good vibes. Spread some love, spread some positivity, and that's pretty much me.
Okay, hold on. Let me do this. I want to see what will Dork say. Dork, uh, uh, how great is Tony gaming? I just want to see what he'll do. I just want to see what he'll do. There we go. Nice, but nobody games like me. We're making game. That's a Donald Trump feature right there. There you go.
Well,
Nice.
he said I'm nice, and
Yeah,
that's
there
it.
you go.
And then he
You got
just yeah, listen to me. You know, Tony's nice, but listen to me.
yeah, he got the Trump effect right there. Go if you don't follow Tony, how would you know how much of a Trump effect he has? Look at him. He looks like he'd take down a brick wall. But again, tomorrow at 7 p. Oh, sorry. Let me check my time first. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, I will have on noise pollution, which you just saw in the chat earlier. So it'll be great time. And yeah. Oh, also, oh, I'll get that later. Drop my controller. The last. So Tony, the last thing I do with my guests. Thank you, Wiz. I'll try to talk to you later about how to do the other stuff. But the one thing, the last thing I do with my guests, Tony, is a thing I like to call questions from a hat. That's right. So I bought a hat from Rumble, and I've put questions inside them.
Okay.
So what happens is that um, you, my guests, get two freebie questions from the hat, just because I'm so nice.
Okay.
But um, if people want more than uh, the two question hat, they have to give a Rumble rant for it. Now, obviously, I'm on YouTube, but I'm not monetized. So for those on YouTube, there's just no way to do it. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. However, if you're on the Rumble side, and if you want to see Tony answer so many questions, he starts falling asleep. You're gonna have to give a Rumble rant for it. You can give a $1, $2. You can even give a $500. Doesn't matter. What matters is that you have to pay for ones beyond two. So, are you ready, good sir?
Yes.
Okay. Let's get to question number one. I am not looking in the hat. I am leaving it all mysterious. Let the fates decide what this question will be. And the question is right here. Question number one. Oh, and Fight says he's great. Some people say the greatest. You wouldn't believe how amazing he is.
Who is
It,
it? Trump or Dork or what? Who are
oh,
you talking about?
well, I guess how he's doing it. Pre-given the stores already. Yeah, that'd be nice too. This question this is a big one. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Hmm. It's probably just be yourself, and I use that a lot in on a streaming, and I think that's what's basically attracting people to come to your stream, and it's like when you being yourself on camera,
Mhm.
your people will find you, and they will ride with you on the way, and so don't try to pretend. I don't even know how to do it because I'm just not that type of person. But I know some people try to, and I'm not talking about role playing because, like,
Yeah.
for example, Doc is playing a character, but it's like
Mm.
intentional, and I truly believe he's actually like that kind of person that he plays.
Yeah.
but but yeah, and then I don't know, best advice. Mm, definitely keep exercising. Uh, take care of your mental and physical health,
Mhm.
both of them at the same time. Um, don't kill yourself for a company as an
Mhm.
employee.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people might debate on this, but maybe you want to start your own thing and be your own boss, and then you put in all those hours. It will worth it a little bit more. It's just
Mhm.
my perspective. Um,
That's not a bad piece of advice I have, to be honest.
um, but yeah, and just be nice to your parents. Pretty much, it's not something I received; it's something I experienced.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, my last conversation with my mom before she passed away,
Mhm.
wasn't very nice.
Mm.
And then I had never had the chance to talk to her again, or say sorry, or say I love you.
Mhm.
If your parents call you, just take the phone, tell them I love you. Uh, just be nice with them and appreciate them while they're there for you.
Mm.
I think that's my best advice.
I think I think at a certain point, if you just kind of because that is kind of one I've heard before, where you're just in a moment and things kind of whatever happens, and you kind of get mean or whatnot, or something in the conversation happens where it just leaves on a negative note. That does that is that does that can be awful. But I think in the end, uh, your mom knew that you didn't mean it like that, and um, you just kind of have to go with kind of have to forgive yourself on that, because
Yeah.
because that's the only way uh, you're able to do something. But I think if you had a good relationship with your mom before then, uh, in that manner, then I think that one time is just a blip on the radar of everything
Yeah.
past that point. That's and yeah, that's what I believe anyway. But
No, you're right. You're right. Absolutely. And
I'm
like Gary Vee says, I follow Gary Vee. He's an entrepreneur. He's not like a live streamer or something. But I'm pretty sure you guys know him. And he says always this: regret is the worst poison.
yeah
And then that's true. And it's not just in this occasion, but if you're thinking about doing something, quitting your job, starting your own business, or quit that toxic relationship, and just be on your way, or whatever it is that you think that you need to do, just do it.
yeah
uh, don't have regrets later on.
yeah. Life is life is too limiting for that, and you'd be surprised of how much moving forward you can do when you don't let that be the main case for things. Um,
Exactly.
but let's get on to question number two, and I got it right here. Uh,
Hmm.
how much does the cat?
The cat is starting to fight me.
That can't the total what's the look at the he says that cat total warrior wants to fight native NC native 5 like nobody's business. 10 out of 10 the best tremendous energy. We're making cats cat fights great again. That's a I gotta leave it on Trump now because that's hilarious. Oh man. Oh, that's too good. Uh, NC's got to work out. Um, yeah, that's true. That's true. Fight. Then you get doing it though. It's catch 20. You always regret what you do and don't do because you don't know how the other option would have played. Yeah, and that's only for certain things, so it's not for everything. Like if there's something you've said or done to someone and you can't apologize, you try to, but it really is a mixed bag. Life is a mixed bag, and sometimes you're gonna get that box
Uh,
of chocolates, and sometimes you're gonna get someone's dookie, and it's not gonna be pretty. Um, so there's that. It's not always fun. But anyway, second question: what sound do you enjoy hearing? What's a sound that's pleasant to your ears?
hmm. That's a good question. These questions I never really thought about before. Hmm.
That's why I ask them.
I feel like it's probably one of my favorite musics. Like I love listening to music.
Hmm.
uh, and I don't know if it's like scientifically boosts endorphin or dopamine or whatever, but
Yeah.
I feel like the best sound you can listen to is your favorite music. I don't know if there's anything. I do love my Mrs. voice though. She's
Mhm.
got a lovely voice, and even when we talk on the phone, I'm like, "Oh, you got such a nice voice." Uh, but but yeah, I think that's what would you answer for that? I'm just curious because I can't think of anything else.
I would think it's kind of like I guess sound is kind of very wide opening, so there's that. But I guess I'd go along with you like your favorite song would probably be
Hmm.
the
Yeah,
great
yeah,
answer to go with, because or it's like a song that if you listen to it, it can move you, it can inspire you. Because some people have those songs, right? They have like these collection of songs, and then there's like that one or two songs they have that they just listen to it, and it gets into that place they need to be, wherever that may be.
yeah.
Um,
And I think it's like what makes you feel good. What's sound? Like for
mm,
example, I order takeaway. Whenever I hear the bell ringing, I'm gonna feel awesome, and I would love to hear that.
yeah,
Or if I play the game and I play a battle royale, and at the end, there's like a sound.
yeah,
I That feels amazing because you won.
yeah,
So I think it's like not about the sound, but about how it makes you feel and what happened at that point.
yeah. That is true too. It's sometimes it is how the sound makes you feel. But I think if I were to go, yeah, Downing, it's oh my goodness. I think But then if you were to pick a like a song, what would your song be then? Like what would be your song, your go-to song?
Hmm. Let's see. Let me pull up my Spotify here.
Such a long list. Such a long list.
Oh man, I'm like a big variety guy. Like it depends on what I do. Like
Mm,
if I go to the gym, I like to listen to metal, rock. Um, if I'm streaming, I got these. Um, it's kind of like type of, I don't even know what genre is this. It's kind of like what Dark's playing on streams. I really
mm,
like those ones. And then in a car, I like to listen to hip hop. It's and it's like I cannot say a favorite song because with songs it's like the more you listen to it, you
yeah,
kind of get bored, and
that's true.
then
Yeah.
it's like always changing.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah. No, that's true. Or there's that opposite part where you listen to a song enough that it becomes your favorite. That
Yeah,
I've had that
yeah.
happen too. But yeah, it's very dependent. But yeah, I'd go with song or like you said, a winning sound or something like that, just in how it makes you feel. But
Hmm.
regardless, everyone, that is the end of the show. Of course, thank you all to those in chat, and of course, thank you to Wiz. Definitely, will be trying to hit you up, trying to configure that better. And of course, thank you, Tony, for coming on. Such a man, such a strong man for coming on. Look at him. He's got the bulk underneath that hood. Ugh. But no, it's been great to talk to me, and like I said, you're always welcome to come back,
Of
because
course.
there's always more to talk about. So there's
Yeah,
that.
anytime, man.
And again, guys, the links for our stuff is down below. Whether you're on the YouTube side or whether you're on the Rumble side, doesn't matter which side you're on. All that matters is that all our stuff is there, so you can find us. And of course, again, tomorrow 7 p.m. Eastern, noise pollution will be on, and then of course, like you saw the schedule, Wednesday and Thursday will be on someone else's show. So there's that. So I'll have 2 days off for myself. No, I enjoy it. But anyway, guys, uh, as always, I end the show with my song. Uh, that song I usually end with is called "One Day with You" by Pogo. Hey guys, thank you so much for being here, and don't forget to mute when it goes on. I will see you all tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Bye.